So this is one of the first methods I'm going to talk about on how to lucid dream. One of the easiest ones I've found over the years, well, maybe simplest, maybe not easiest, depending on your desires and emotions and drives and all that, but is reality checks throughout the day. This can take the form of asking yourself throughout the day, am I dreaming? Now, what's important to remember here is not just the quantity, the amount of times you're asking yourself throughout the day, but the quality. Because as I spoke about in one of the other videos, there's a lot of carryover. So if you're just going throughout the day 20, 30 times throughout the day, am I dreaming? Nope, I'm not. That's more than likely is exactly how you're going to approach it in the dream world. You're going to be in the dream world. Am I dreaming? No. But if you go more quality, and you say, am I dreaming? Educate yourself a little bit in regards to some of the things that happen in the dream world, whether they be through belief or just things that you read. Like one of the things in the dream world, and I don't know if this is true in every single circumstance, but generally you can push your finger through your hand. So in the dream world, it'll go through. So one easy one to start off with is, am I dreaming? Can I poke my hand through, or my finger through my hand? Can I push my hand through a wall? They're tests. And as you're testing them, sure, belief plays a huge role, and maybe in the dream world you might be able to do things that somebody else might not be able to, or vice versa. But the point is, doing these little reality checks. I find that pinching doesn't work because things do feel real in the dream. So if you rely on something that's just a physical sensation, you might end up believing it every time. And you pinch yourself in the dream, it hurts, and you're like, oh, I'm awake. So quality of reality checks. You could do 100 reality checks, and if you're not really thinking, is this actually a dream, then that's exactly how you're going to approach it. However, if you had maybe just 4 or 5 reality checks throughout the day, and you're genuinely checking, can I push my finger through my hand? Can I walk through a wall? If I jump in the air, will I stay just a fraction of a second too long in the air? Little things that are indicators that you are potentially dreaming. Now, a good way to approach this is also your mentality, your mindset. It's what you believe versus what you know. If I ask myself right now, the way that my mindset is, I can ask myself, am I dreaming? And literally mean it, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that we believe, based on patterns, based on our life, based on a lot of those things. And we have answers, and we believe those answers are true. That's kind of how we just roll through life. But if I ask myself right now, how do I know I'm dreaming? How do I know I'm in the waking world? Well, if you put yourself in the open mindset that nothing is ever truly always true unless you can search every possible answer and or idea, even remotely thinkable, and it goes infinitely into that. And you can be in the dream, and there's a lot, and that's a lot of times in the dream, that's why many people don't lucid dream, is because in the dream you do truly believe it's real. So approach it like that. Approach your waking reality as if it were already potentially a dream, and you're simply challenging it. Maybe that's a lot easier. So the first how-to video is basic. It's just reality checks. Asking yourself and being inquisitive. Approach it with curiosity and the inquisitiveness of a child. Think to yourself that even though you go throughout your day and you go throughout this world every single day, there's millions of things that we miss. And so amongst those millions of things that we miss, there's also millions of things that we aren't even aware are there. So approach it with that kind of curiosity. Think about how unaware you are of your waking world, and then ask yourself if you're dreaming throughout the day with that level of curiosity. the first approach.